There's always that thing that happens. There's always that thing that happens, man. And it's the same thing, but it's always something different, it seems like. When you're going on your path and that thing happens and you look back at a couple days ago and it's so much better a couple days ago. Right? I know, man. And it's something that seemingly throws you off course instantly. But nothing has actually changed. In reality, nothing has really changed. But now it's like, I just don't feel good. And I look back to a time when it was simpler, right? Seemingly simpler. And those thoughts coming into your mind, right? And this is where the mind will just try to throw you off your goal in whatever way possible. It's tricky. It comes from a million different angles, and it tries to confuse you. It tries to take you away from what you're working towards. And usually there's those thoughts that are so nostalgic, right? This is one of the ways. Those nostalgic thoughts of 2 days ago, of last week. One of the things that I find really funny, and it's something that you can find all over the internet, is when people sit in the times of the past, right? It was so much simpler back then. Like, take me back to middle school when times were just easier. And I think to myself, like, if you really dive into the situation, you want to go back to middle school? Middle school? Like, this clearly hasn't been thought through here. But think about that. Think about that for a second. Your mind will do whatever it takes to take you out of this discomfort right now. It's this fantasy. And if you are always sitting in those thoughts, you're clearly not challenging yourself enough. Because I think about me in middle school, okay? Me in middle school. You know, I played a lot of video games. I played Call of Duty. I made incredible YouTube videos with Call of Duty. And it was so much fun. It was so much fun. Making Call of Duty videos, posting them on YouTube, having my friends hype me up. So much fun, man. But also, I was very insecure. I was terrified. Like everyone else. I was worried about, like, am I wearing the right shirt? Like, do I smell? Like, do I look stupid? Am I fat? Or, like, did I accidentally, like, step in shit earlier today and I smell because of it? And I didn't even live on a farm, dude. Like, what? You want to go back to that? You want to go back to those mind games? No. That's complete fantasy, man. That's wild. And in relation to your goal, it's this grab for familiarity, right? It's that grab for what is familiar, what I know, because this is uncomfortable right now. And the unknown of what is happening is scary. So it's when you felt better a couple days ago, those times being simpler back in middle school, those are nice to latch onto in times of discomfort. And it's always relative to your situation now. Because like I just went through, you're experiencing self and you're remembering self have two different takes on the situation. So if you're someone who constantly lingers on these things and sits in the past, that's a really dangerous place to be for becoming the person you want to be. Because the more you lean on the past there, that familiarity of what you know, the more you stay the same. Right? It's leaning on the past, it's the familiarity, it's your current situation, it's comfort. So it's important to recognize that tendency and the mind trying to throw you off your task, your goal there. And your goal requires you to lean into the unknown, right? There's that past, there's a familiarity, and then there's the unknown. It's the opposite there. And it's when you lean into the unknown and your vision, that's when you start to evolve. And it is this evolution. It's this unfolding process in front of you that intuitively you feel that something is happening, and you're watching this thing unfold, and yeah, it's bringing me fear, it's bringing me anxiety, like I can feel it right now, but also there's excitement there, there's enthusiasm. And it's like, yeah, I'm scared, but I'm also learning and pushing my boundaries here.